Interesting, isn't it, with all those activism groups, they always want to raise awareness. I'm talking about the ones like Extinction Rebellion, Animal Rebellion, the ones that threw milk all over the floor of Fortnum and Mason's in the heart of London, did the same thing outside Harrods, and then, of course, disrupted the lives of many working people, not just here in London, but across the UK, by blocking roads so that ambulances and fire services couldn't get through, all in the name of course, protecting the climate. It was all about the good of the climate, even while they were making sure that people actually had heart attacks and lost precious time with loved ones in their very final moments because they refused to let ambulances and fire engines through. Absolutely deplorable. But what's interesting now is that both Extinction Rebellion and Animal Rebellion have decided that they're going to change their tactic, and they want the public to see them as a warm, friendlier sort of group. As ever, though, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Nice to see you. Hope you're all keeping well. As you know, this is one of my pet annoyances, particularly living in a big city when these people seemingly, very wealthy people, in fact, want to sit on a cold road, but not too cold. Let me point out that none of these particular activism groups that we've seen for many months now ever do anything during the cold, dark winter months. Oh no, too snowflakey for them. They don't want to go out and sit on a cold, wet road in the wind and the rain. Oh no, no. Activism really only starts between spring and around late October maximum. Anything after that? No. Too teary, can't cope with it. Now, of course, Extinction Rebellion have decided publicly that they're not going to be doing these sort of things anymore because they realise that this hasn't worked in their favour. And the public, they realise that the public don't like this particular sphere or direction. Very nice story indeed. The true story is this: as I've told you before, Extinction Rebellion, Animal Rebellion, the top people are incredibly rich. They're making a lot of money from merchandise and donations. However, what the people are finding, the lower end of people, is simply this: get arrested, that have now been put in prison for 9 months, a year, that sort of thing. Well, guess what? Those people that were backing them and supporting them and telling them to buy the t-shirts didn't want to offer any money for the bail. Oh no. So now they have a police record, a criminal record, and a substantial fine to pay. And as ever with these people who may be seen as a little bit dense, and I'm being polite, they've realised, in fact, that the people that were supposedly there to protect them and look after them have now just simply moved away full time, don't want to know. So the real reason why Extinction Rebellion, and as ever we have to say allegedly, are moving away from this particular new direction is simply that donations are falling. People are now not thinking this is in fact a good idea, seemingly because their bank balances are draining in a cost of living crisis. So, well, they can't get the money and they can't get the people. They have to find a new way. So for now, at least, they've put their paint and milk away and decided that sitting in roads, particularly on cold, dark winter months, is simply not profitable. As ever, while the climate arises and the climate of change arises, particularly with money, then it could all simply return. But for now, the snowflakes have made a hasty retreat. As ever, when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.